you making?
Peach cobbler.
I love peach cobbler. Didn't know it required so many lemons.
I was trying to be sarcastic. I found this powdered lemonade in the back of Mason's cupboard, but there's no scoop.
So there is no cobbler?
I'm opening a lemonade stand to raise money to train seeing eye people for visually impaired dogs.
Don't you mean to train seeing eye dogs for visually impaired people?
Why would blind people need visually impaired dogs?
That was another attempt at sarcasm. I just don't think you're doing it right.
Here. Try this. Last batch tasted like beets. Well?
It needs something.
Worcestershire sauce?
It needs to be cobbler.
Oh.
My grandmother told me to think of the ends in terms of boy parts and girl parts. Boy parts should never touch boy parts. And girl parts should never touch girl parts. At least according to my grandmother. She was surprisingly adamant. What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing. It's Dixon. Dixon, Wynn, my nemesis.
Nemesis?
My arch rival, my foe, my Waterloo.
My nemesis is Bangs.
He stole another one of my jingles, reversed it, and made more money on it backwards than I did on it frontwards. I hate that guy. But I have a plan, see? Okay, from now on, all of my jingles are going to be the same frontwards as backwards. Musical palindromes. That's why I needed you to put the batteries in my metronome. And then, next time Dixon steals one of my jingles and reverses it, I can sue him for copyright infringement on my intellectual property.
Well, it certainly sounds intellectual.
Don't know why I didn't think of it years ago.
You know what I wish I had thought of years ago? Hats for babies.
Do babies wear a lot of hats?
Oh, it's truly an amazing world out there. You really should get out more.
That's my opportunity to give back. All right, I didn't want to say anything, but now you've dragged it out of me.
Drag? I'm barely listening.
When I was young, I fell into a pond and almost drowned, but I was rescued by this blind spaniel who emerged from the reeds. It was the most incredible thing. He grabbed my collar, pulled me from the water, and shook me dry. The owner told me that Toby Boy thought that I was a Canadian goose and that instead of shaking me dry, he was trying to break my neck, but I was still touched. I had suppressed the memory. It only just came back to me in my sleep.
You sure it was a suppressed memory and not just a dream?
Oh, the sign's ready.
Selling lemonade to the people walking by.
Perfect end. Ta-da! Did Guy tell you that all proceeds go to animals blinded by sudden retinal detachment?
That's absurd.
I think it's wonderful. Just yesterday, I was telling Guy about the blind dog that grew up with me on our turkey farm. And then last night, he has a suppressed memory.
No, the acronym is absurd. Animals blinded by... Never mind.
If Stumbles had had the benefit of a seeing eye person, she might not have chased that frisbee into the grain thresher.
You were playing frisbee with a blind dog?
Save those doggies.
135531. Swap for a pair of paws.
This lemonade tastes like feet. What are you working on?
I'm trying to write jingles that are musical palindromes. Okay, here's one I wrote for Guy's lemonade stand for blind dogs. Swap for a pair of paws.
Swap what?
New corneas so they can see.
For their paws? The I and the A are inverted.
Yeah, well, the lyrics aren't the important part. It just helps me get in the mindset. And it's actually not as easy as it sounds.
You know what else isn't as easy as it sounds? Glad handling agoraphobic jingle writers.
But I have others. Dog no poop on God. But I'm not so sure that will sell lemonade. Or how about goddamn mad dog gnaws wang, goddamn mad dog. Having a hard time setting that one to music.
Why are you trying to write musical palindromes?
Dixon Wynn.
Dixon Wynn?
Yeah, he stole another jingle of mine, reversed it, and now I hear it on the radio all the time.
Oh, stop it, he did not.
My jingle, free housebreaking wee-wee pads with your new puppy pal, is obviously the exact same as his jingle, Joe's Tasty Crab Cakes will make you itch for crabs, crabs, crabs.
Those don't sound anything alike.
His is mine backwards. You can hear that plain as day, right? You think I'm making this up?
Like your agoraphobia.
What are you not telling me?
Lots of things. The state flower of Indiana is the peony.
So I have a whole stack of jingles here, just waiting for Dixon Wynn to try and steal.
Mason, you want to retire again, don't you? So the rest of us will leave you alone once and for all.
Desperately.
Well, keep that in mind, because I want to put you up for a job that can make all that happen. A big one. But it requires you to go to Chicago.
My agoraphobia is not made up.
Hold on, so now you want Dixon to steal your jingles?
Yeah, and I'll sue the hell out of him. Plus, when he reverses them and tries to sell them, his jingles will be just as flat and uninspired as mine. Wait.
So your plan to destroy Dixon Wynn is to turn him into you.